Sì, buongiorno. Listening to Indiana Jones soundtrack because I'm weird. I listen to weird music. So uh, it seems that Adam Mancini did, based on the newsletter, find a this line here. Only for him, let me zoom out a little bit. For him, this bottom line actually was more down here, and rather than looking at this top part here, he found a triangle, which I didn't see. So and I guess we can get rid of this, although I still think this was a good indication yesterday of fake breakouts, I should say, and resistance, but yesterday was just a crappy day to trade unless you were scalping. And but his newsletter was sent shortly after the market closed, so overnight, um, it appears we made it to the top of Adam Mancini's triangle, broke out, made a new high from the open high, and then failed. And we've been dropping ever since, which to me seems pretty bearish. 4191 is support, and we bounced there, created a demand at 730, and bloody hell. And we're now retesting. Um, this level 4191 has been tested multiple times, and I would think it's getting weak. The trick, of course, is when to take it short. We formed a minor, let me zoom in a little bit more. Supply formed here under this trend, minor supply formed here, never was retested, and another supply is being formed here. So I don't know, man. This looks pretty bearish to me, but you all know how things work with me. If I decide to take this short at the bell, it'll turn around and go up. Now, what would be ideal is if it does turn around and retests a previous supply, maybe this supply here or this minor supply here, and then rejects. Or this is the bottom of the triangle. Maybe, you know what? Why did I draw that as dashes? Let me draw that solid. I just need a different color. So I believe when Adam Mancini made his newsletter, he had thought that perhaps we might bounce off of here and break the triangle, because he says normally these triangles are bullish. In my experience, it seems to be 50-50. 50% chance it might break up, 50% chance it might break down, but once it breaks, generally that's when it makes its move. Of course, the longer the triangle, or the, how do I put this? The more of a time frame the triangle covers, the bigger the move. So in other words, if this triangle was formed over a month, then we're going to have a pretty decent move. But this is over the period of a couple of days, so I don't know how big of a move this was going to result in. I know Adam Mancini uses this term, a measured move or something like that. So he's able to tell based on a breakout of a pattern and how long the pattern has been created, or how much time took to make that pattern. So example, a week as opposed to a month. He can determine just how much of a move would be made. And I guess it just takes experience to know that. I mean, he's been trading for, I think, almost 15, 20 years. All right, anyways, let's you know what? Let's look at this in different time frames. So 30-minute supply. Yeah, this is just Adam Mancini found this pretty good. Well, this is good. Catch this triangle here. I didn't see that. I don't see anything else. There's a 30-minute demand here, but if this candle, which we got 6 more minutes, closes below the demand, then this nullifies this demand zone, and we may end up falling. Just want to take a peek at the hour. It's funny I'm making all this effort. I mean, again, hilariously and sadly, I've gone from $79 last week Thursday to 21 bucks today. That's all I have on my account. So $59 gone. 59 or $58 to be precise, gone between Thursday, Friday, and Monday. 4 trades, averaging about 10 to $15 each trade. And I would think, okay, well, here's a solution. When you make a trade, use a tight stop loss. Well, we've seen what happens when I use tight stop losses. It always gets filled, and the price generally goes in the direction I hoped it would go initially. Although I have to admit, the last few trades, that's not what's happened. All right, so formed an hour demand here. Not very clean looking. So anyways, enough of this. Let's go to VIX. It's like we're chopping around between the daily and this level. All right, I suspect this person is going to be calling back again. So let me try and finish this up really quick. In the time I was talking to this gentleman, we ended up pushing back hard on VIX and rising, which I can't really see because I have my work stuff increased. Yep, that demand zone has fallen. It's fallen below that demand zone. I'm just sorry, zooming in on my other charts. One would think, let me zoom out here, that the megaphone that was formed on VIX, although granted we didn't really test the top very much, which makes me wonder if I should adjust it, but it looks perfect the way it is. It looks like a perfect symmetry mirror image of this one, so I don't know if I want to do that. And I think this one I can probably get rid of. I don't know. I'll keep it for now. But it seems to me that we may revisit the top of this megaphone, but maybe I'm wrong. I just wish I had taken this megaphone indication short. I had taken SPY short over the course of a couple of days because clearly, well, this would be where you want to sell right here. This spike down to here. Speaking of which, hold on. It looks like a level has been created here between all of these spikes. Maybe I should adjust the hour. No, the hour is where it should be. Or is it? All right. For now, just add another level. I hate keep adding level after level, but this is clearly... All right. We've gone from 15 to almost 18 on the VIX. Chances are this, if we break above this, it will definitely start to sell off, or this will rally. But we've got to get through this, and this first. So any of these, it might turn around and bounce. It can turn around and bounce wherever it is right now. But I don't even know what this trend line is. Oh, that's back to the megaphone. But I changed the megaphone. Mancini has it sort of like this. So, and it was sort of running along that megaphone. Anyways, whatever. Point is, if I was doing futures and if I was awake, which I would have been, 9:30, this fake breakout of this triangle here that Mancini cleverly found, and his newsletter came out right when the market closed, so you would have no excuse to not know this. If you subscribe to his newsletter and you read it, this is a beautiful short right here. If you got in with multiple positions, you can scale out first at 4205 if you want to play it safe. Then scale out at the bottom of the triangle and maybe hold a couple of runners. I mean, if you got in way up here, your stop loss should be down here. Hold a couple of runners and just watch it keep going down. And yeah, this thing's just dropping. And if I wanted to go short, well, first of all, if I wanted to go short, the question of which option I would take is pretty easy to answer. The only one I can afford. And chances are that's with the drop that's been made. Let's see, where did we close yesterday? Oh, well, I was going to say we're not too far off from where we closed, but it's selling now. That's it. I haven't adjusted my levels on SPY. I'm just so tired of it. I'm so done with doing that. And right now on SPY, it says that we're at 4197, exactly where we are now. So only 10 points off. So we're actually at 4186, 11 points off. Good Lord, man. It's very unusual how that happens. I wish I can talk to a market expert that knows all this stuff and he can explain it, or she can explain to me why is it that if today I mark this level on SPY, if I mark this level on my SPY right now and I say, okay, this is 41, in fact, no. I was gonna say I had put like the cents, 4197 point da 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 da, because sometimes I do that just to prove a point. But yeah, that's totally off. And here I have 4205, which is again almost 10 points off. So I don't know. Clearly there's some sort of odd difference in the way price moves between SPY and ES. But anyways, this is a clear indication to take this short. So anyone who didn't take it short, at least here at the breakout, missed out. But this would have been a decent scalp at least. But again, only for futures traders. I can't do anything until 9:30. And I guarantee you, when 9:30 opens, watch this thing rally, maybe bounce off the top of the triangle, the bottom of the triangle, and then drop down and then just chop around all day. Because one thing I've noticed about ES in aftermarket and pre-market, it moves smoother. I mean, granted, what did we close? We closed here. This isn't exactly smooth, but it's a slow grind up and we have the spike up. So if you decided to take it long at 1800 where we started off at the bottom of the triangle. Wait a minute, hold on. This is Thursday. This is Monday. Okay, so all of this is chop. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. We closed yesterday here. This is where we closed. So yes. This $6, wait, I'm using the 23rd. Yeah. This, oh, I haven't touched it yet. Where's the put? 412. Where are we on SPY? Anyways, I probably couldn't afford any of these anyways, but we're gonna try the 410. I guarantee you this $4 410 put is probably now worth $20-$30. But right now on SPY we're at 416, so this may be even way off still. I can't know what to pick until the market opens, and I have to choose, look at different options and figure out which one would work. But what was I gonna say? So yes, so all of this chop. This is where we open 9:30. All of this chop right here is the market open. Once the market closes, look how smoothly this goes. We go up to the triangle, test it, fake breakout, and just a steady fall. Steady fall. Pretty smooth movements, man. I can see why trading futures is so much more preferable than trading options. So, anyways, that's my synopsis. I don't really have a plan. I'm bearish based on the movements between yesterday and today. I mean, we rejected off the top of the triangle. We tried to bounce but failed and fell through the triangle. We tried to recover the triangle but failed and we're falling down. We created a demand both on the 15, the 30, and the hour, all failed, and we've fallen back down some more. Um, Unfortunately, though, the sell has occurred too early, so I don't know if I can really take advantage of it. And if I read Adam Mancini's tweet, which I should have done already, sorry. After last week's big rally, ES is now on day 3 of chop in the same range, 4195, 4220. This is an hour old, by the way. My target yesterday was 4220 and rejected there 3 times. Plan today, I only yawn when I'm reading. It's amazing. 4191. Bulls want a rally here fast to recover 4197. Triggers back to 4205, 4217. 4191 fails. We see 4180. Then 4171. Where that would be on SPY, heck if I know. But it does look like we're bouncing at this. I mean, I have a level there on SPY. I don't know why. I think I put that level because this was the low that we reached on Sunday morning. This is our open on Sunday morning. There's the neighbor usual, can't seem to lock her door without making lots of noise. Freaking idiot. Actually, I've been living here for over 2 years, and anyone who lives in an apartment, they all slam the door. And one day I approached one of them, or 2 of them, and I asked them to please stop, and they stopped. Which tells me that you can close the door without slamming it if you just, make a conscious effort. But apparently anyone who lives in that apartment seems to not care and just slams it anyways. Also, there's been people in the apartment who just think it's okay to leave their shoes sitting out in the hallway or leave the door open and blast music. Apparently it's just jerks that rent that apartment. It's weird. Alright. I'm gonna guess that if we can break below, I'm gonna put a level here just for now. But if we can break below this level, then we'll continue down to 4181 and then 4172. So if I were to take this short, 4172, I gotta figure out where this level would be on SPY. 41, it looks like it would be 415, 415. And I definitely won't be able to afford the 415 strike. I probably won't even be able to afford the 410. So, what can I do? I refuse to put any more money in my account. I've probably already spent like $200 on groceries in the past 2 weeks, and those groceries will hopefully last me the most of this week and some of next week. But I'm screwed. My accountant isn't training anymore. My Russian client is on vacation because it's her birthday, and I no longer have a roommate. So there is no supplemental income coming in. And without a doubt, I cannot survive on what I'm making doing this paralegal job. So I don't know what to do. And I swear someone might have been watching these videos because I've been getting a bunch of messages from guys wanting to rent, and I just can't do it, man. If I'm uncomfortable having an unattractive girl laying in the same area as me, who snores sometimes, I'm definitely going to be more uncomfortable having a guy, near me sleeping, who's almost guaranteed to snore. In fact, I don't think I've ever spent a night with a guy, whether I was in the college dorm or police academy or whatever, that these guys didn't snore. Every guy I know snores. I even thought I snore, but I've asked girls that have spent time with me if I do, and all of them say no, I don't. So yeah, it looks like we are bouncing here. What I would like to see is a return to the demand zone that formed and then a rejection from there. If we can bounce back to 4191 and then reject, that might be a play. Let me put this back to 15. So a bounce back to 4191 might be the same as a return on VIX to this daily, and then we can reject and then push through, but I don't know what's going to happen. And chances are whatever play I take, for whatever justifications, it's going to turn around against me anyways and burn me. But I do want to see what the prices of the various puts are. Oh my god, dude. Ugh. Man. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the market to open, guys, to see what's going to happen here. But still, if I was asked to predict what's going to happen, I would lean more towards the market opens and we push and sell harder. I would say there's a 60% chance that's going to happen, 70% chance that we're going to push down further, but there's a 30-40% chance that we just might turn around and start rallying. So who knows? Fascinating. So this opened up even lower. I don't get it. This is a put. All right, well, let's adjust. We can afford the 413. Let's just do it. We'll end the day early. Okay, couldn't get enough 15. Maybe I should just continue with my plan and see if this pushes back up and rejects. I don't know. Right now it feels like it's 50-50. It may continue dropping, it may turn around. Hold on. Wow. The fan in my computer is really pushing hard. I can hear it through the noise canceling headphones. It sounds like it's raining outside. Sorry, I don't know if this is messing up with the audio. I bought a microphone that you can like hold here. Because I had a YouTube channel where I just would walk and just talk my thoughts. I bought like a little stick and I'll have the same thing this guy Michael Bondonero does, and he's got massive views, but unlike him or like me, he actually gives good information. Wow, it's amazing how old my skin is looking here, all cracked. Because when I go work out, I have a sleeve here. It's just I'm used to doing it, but I don't put the sleeve here. And if I put one arm next to the other, one arm looks like it's 10 years older than the other arm. I probably should invest in some good sunblock, but that's more money to spend. And yeah, for the last 2.5 years, all I've been doing, all of my workouts are outside in the sun. So look, it's a good thing I didn't take this short, guys. Look at that. I would be in the negative again. Amazing, man. But what I thought might be happening after all. We may come back up and retest the 4191 level and then reject there, so it's possible. Then again, we have formed a very clean looking demand. So again, it's 50-50. The bulls may achieve reclaiming 4191 and we can continue pushing from there, or the bears may succeed in rejecting from 4191 and we may turn around and sell strong from there. So I don't really know which one to take, man. I was thinking, if I had somebody ask me to make a prediction, what I think would happen, what percent chance do I think this is going to reject and fall, as opposed to what percent chance this might start to rally? And the answer I gave the hypothetical question is, well, it depends on what option I buy. If I buy a call, I'm pretty sure there's a good chance it's going to turn around and drop. If I buy a put right now in the hopes that this will reject, I'm pretty sure there's a good chance it's going to turn around and rally. What would a call be, and what call would I get? Oh, let me rephrase that. Which one can I even afford? If it drops down a little bit, I can maybe get this one, the 420, which is hilarious because the 420 is way up there. We need to break past 4220 to get that. But if it pulls back a little bit, yes, I can get in. I might have enough to buy in. Um, but what was the? It was 413 that I picked. Oh, I guess I could get a 414 put. Of course, it'll take my entire account. If I had gone in at the rejection like my plan was, I could have gone into 18. Well, it's doing what I asked it to do. It went up to 491 and it appears to be rejecting. So you know what, guys? I'm going to try getting it at 19. If it turns around and rallies and burns me, it burns me. Although knowing my luck, it won't come back up to 19 to get me filled. All right, screw it. That's just too much chop, one way or the other. I might have to wait for it to make a move, or maybe wait for this candle to close and then get an idea of what's happening afterwards. a whole lot of effort to go nowhere so far. We are forming a 30-minute demand though. So, but it appears we projected against VWAP on SPY. And it finally went to 19. I guess I would have been filled had I taken it short after all. Sometimes I tell myself that the players that move price action after 9:30 and before 4 o'clock are different from the players that move price action when the market is closed. And I assume they're more powerful in terms of the influence that they can drive the market. But I don't know if that's really right or not. And look, if I had gotten in at 19, I would be a whole whopping 5 points in profits right now. That's something to laugh about. $5 is is 20% gain on my account. All right, 6 minutes before this closes. Um, if I had to go off just this candle alone, I mean it's 50-50 bullish bearish. But if I had to go over the last few hours, this is bearish. Rejection from the triangle, failure of the triangle, retest and failure of the triangle, retest and failure of the previous support. I mean, my gut tells me this should be falling, but it's not quite happening. But then again, I often expect moves to occur in ES much faster than they actually can occur, and I either sell too early or don't take the trade because of that. One of the things I used to do and I still sometimes do it when I practice, is on demand, you can click a button and the time would move 3 times faster than normal. And I would get so impatient because, I don't have that much free time to sit here and wait for the market, the fake market, the simulation market to move like a regular market, but I probably should. But what I do sometimes is I would say, okay, this is what I think should happen. It should do this, and then it should go to here. And I'll take the trade based on a rejection or a bounce or whatever. And then I'll put a sell limit at a spot, and then I'll just put the thing on fast forward and I'll walk away. I'll eat dinner, watch TV, whatever. And then I'll hear the chime that, a sell has been made, and I'll look and, oh, look, I just made $200. I was right. What I thought would happen would happen. But I would say that happens, I would say 60% of the times when I'm trading on demand, maybe 70%. There's about 30-40% chance that I lose money. So I know this is a long first video, guys, I'm sorry. I just want to see what happens with this candle when we close. It looks like if I had taken any of the trades I thought of taking today, I would have been burned. And you know what? I really should go back to what I said. I mean, this is a major pattern break, but it's not major in terms of time. What I was saying yesterday is I should probably only trade now when I see major pattern breaks. It should be patterns that have been created over the course of at least a few days. This is just 2 days. And well, no, let me rephrase this. The pattern break has to be recent. So this pattern break already occurred over at 7 in the morning. So this is like almost 3 hours ago this pattern break occurred. So the move that one could have taken advantage of this pattern break is already gone, in my opinion. Especially this only covering 2 days. If we just broke out of a triangle that's been created over a month period, then yeah, I would say yeah, this we can still continue to go short. But if I want to increase the chances of me making money, I've got to wait for a trend day or confirmation that a pattern has been broken and that we're acting on that pattern break accordingly. And this clearly isn't it. I mean, it's a small pattern break. We've had a reaction as a result, but it's not a very strong reaction. Bit of a sell here, then it turned around. Bit of a sell here, and now it's turned around. And it's simple. Bulls want to reclaim 4191, and they won't let it go lower than our low of Sunday where we opened. And bears want to drop below Sunday's open, and they don't want bulls to reclaim 4191. So that's just a simple battle right now. A battle over important territory. As of now, though, we're continuing to form a clean 30-minute demand. So upon the close of this candle, if bears aren't able to close the next candle lower than well, right here, lower than this level to break this demand that had formed, then the bulls will have the advantage. New candle started, and wow, the bulls are pushing. So demand has been formed, demand has been retested. Although if I had the funds to go, I mean, if I had massive funds, I just wanted to go long to experiment, um, I would have gone long already. But if I was trying to be cautious, I would wait for the bulls to reclaim 4191 and maybe get above this daily. But this minor supply could be an issue. The good news is we've gotten over VWAP on SPY, so that's good news. So yeah. Oh, look at that spike here, man. If I could have gotten in on the retest, this is 945, got in at 18, could have made $10 there. Unfortunately for me, since my account is so small, I can't even get in this option anymore. I would have to have gotten in as soon as the candle opened and gotten into 18. Watch this. Oh, I can get in at 21. Oh well. Never mind. I suppose I could put a buy in and see if it pulls back, but I'm doing what I said I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just make my next trade when it's pretty obvious. It has to be a pattern break, it has to be something. Ah, there's Adam Mancini. Look at the face. Open the major battle at today's 4191 key support to start in ES. Worth noting that the 4-hour RSI is already back oversold to where it was on last Tuesday's low, which means there is a squeeze risk. Needs above 4197 to trigger it. 4180, 4171 supports below if ES decides to continue dipping. Alright, well, Adam Mancini thinks there's going to be a short squeeze risk because the RSI is oversold. So maybe I should take this long. Man, I wish I could reach out to you guys and ask you guys what do you think I should do. Should I go ahead and put in at 21 and risk getting filled and seeing if this thing can push? Well, it looks like if I were to do that, my chances are gone. Or should I just continue what I said I was going to do and only trade now from henceforth when we've made a major move, like we've broken out of a major pattern, or like we're bouncing off, the bottom of a major pattern or something like that, and form the false breakdown or something, Have we even looked at TradingView? I'm sorry, we haven't. Oh, look, I didn't even notice this. Glad we did. Look at this bounce right off of this this is the megaphone that I have for ES. No, not the megaphone. What is this? This is the bottom of that channel that we're in April. I don't know. My gut's telling me now maybe I should go long. It doesn't look like I'm going to get filled though. Every time I try, and the bulls are trying. Oh, we have a weekly level on SPY that we're trying to get over, which is almost confident with the daily I have here. You know what? Screw this. I'm probably going to regret that. See here, look. This is hilarious. No, not hilarious. This is interesting. We're at the daily here on ES. All right, trying to break through that, which it looks like we're going to do. Maybe I should have put my buy-in at 21 after all. I don't know. Damn it. I'm trying to think. I'm going to hate myself if this thing rallies and I didn't get in. But real quick though. Look. On SPY, I have a weekly level here, which was support earlier, which I'm worried is going to be resistance now. On VIX, we have this daily here that we could bounce off of, unfortunately, and then that would be bad if you want to go long. We need to break below that level. So we have a level that we need to break through in all three instruments, SPY, ES, and VIX. And it looks like it might happen though. So, screw it. I'll try again. I doubt it's gonna, yeah, I doubt I'm gonna get filled now. It's already done it. It's broken through. So I had my chance. I had my chance here and here, and I didn't get in. And we've broken through the daily, that daily on VIX. We've broken below it. We've broken through daily and the weekly. Everything's broken through. Of course, it could be a fake breakout. It could break through and then return. So, anyways, never mind. Forget it. But that 30-minute demand that formed on SPY definitely worked out. Oh wow, it's coming back down. So all the effort to gain over those levels and it's all gone. We've lost, look, on VIX, we're back above the daily. On SPY, we're back below the weekly. And we're back below our daily. So the question is, do we get back in again in the expectation that the bulls are going to push back to reclaim 4-1? Bulls don't want to lose 4191. So is it possible that we can get in at 1817 and watch as the bull turn it around? Yeah, that it looks like for now that would have been the way to go. But it's just so choppy and iffy. When did all these emails come in that I missed? How did I not hear all this? Oh, this is a task I gotta do. Oh man, I hate having to type up these engagement letters because I don't know what the how to legally state what needs to be done. All right, well, this task is gonna take me at least an hour to do, so I guess that's that. But I'm curious what's gonna happen here. My God, dude, I hate these programmers that just have all these stupid pop-ups that annoy you. It's like you get punished for engaging. I don't know, guys. Part of me is saying get in at 19 and just walk away and let it run. Well, if I had a chance to get in, I've missed it now. It looks like the Bears are trying their best to push this back down, but the Bulls are not letting it happen. And I could have got back in at 18. No, that wasn't here. That was here, 18. But I'm trying to think, the longer it takes the Bulls to reclaim these levels, isn't it higher risk that we might continue selling? It appears that we've rejected off of near VWAP here. You know, why am I stressing myself? Again, this isn't optimal conditions to trade in, so why should I even bother? I shouldn't really care whether it's going to go up or down because it's just too much 50-50 whatever. So this isn't really optimal trading conditions, so I should just walk away. Right, guys? And I guess my fear that I'm missing out on a possible rally is making me want to jump in and make a trade. But I will say this, based on MK strategy, although technically his strategy you shouldn't even be engaging until 10:30, but a demand was formed, it was retested, a demand was formed on a 30-minute candle, and I have no doubt on the hour as well. Let's look. Yep. Although now technically this isn't invalidated because we closed above the demand zone, so demand did form on the hour and it has been retested, and so far until this candle closes, which is in 4 minutes, this demand zone still is in effect. So based on the MK strategy, this is a good trade. I should take this long. If I had gotten it at 18, I could at least put my stop loss at like 17 just to play it safe. Risk only like $1. Alright, I'm gonna get in at 19. I know, I'm back and forth all over the place. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna get in at 19. I'm gonna put my stop loss at like 16 and risk a few bucks. I don't know if it's gonna pull back enough for me to get filled at 19. It probably won't. because it looks like these were the last 2 times it pulled back enough. And the longer it takes the bulls to finally reclaim the daily and the weekly and on the other two instruments, the more likely the bears will succeed and this is going to drop. Damn it. I kind of didn't want to be filled. And just like that, we're down to 17. Wow. So if I wanted to put a tight stop loss, it'd already be filled. So we're going to put a stop loss at 15, which I bet you will be filled if I do that, but so be it. If I lose a little bit of money, I lose a little bit of money. Well, for my tiny account, this is not really a little bit of money. I actually should have put my buy-in like at 17 or 18, but always stressing to try and catch the bottom. All right, I'm gonna start working on my task. If this thing turns around and screws me and I end up getting you know what? I might even put this thing at 16. You know what? I'll keep it at 15, but I don't know. I'm in at 19. Let's see if by some miracle we can break above $26. Let's see if by some miracle I might be able to make a positive trade today and not be 5 losses in a row. All right, I'm gonna back away and see what happens. Well, what do you guys think happened? You can see clearly I sold, and you can see now I'm down to $16. So $5 down the hole. Oh, and by the way, the price dropped quickly, scooped back up. You can see here, I had my sell at 16, or as at 15, so I sold at 15. It dropped down to 9, went back up to 15, and dropped back to more, whatever. You can see it's just chaos. So, yeah. At this point now, I'm gonna need to somehow put more money in the account. I really can't afford to. And just do what I said. I'm done with this daily trading. I'm done with it. I follow the strategy. I follow the strategy. I mean, we formed a demand. I mean, granted, we still haven't invalidated the demand, but this looked like the retest. So I went long on the retest. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't go long here because this one was 10 o'clock and I didn't buy in until 10:28. So I bought in. Wait. Hold on. I'm about to scream here. That's not right. Okay, I bought in at 9. Okay, so yeah, 9:57 is when I bought in. 9:57. So I bought in somewhere. You know what's sad? I bought in after this spike right here. That's when I bought in. I think. I don't remember really. But clearly it was. Wait a minute. Hold on. If I bought at 9:57, then I bought at this candle. Because this one started at 10 o'clock. So I bought in at some point in this candle. So this would be smart. I bought in on a retest here of this candle. This candle went up to here, all up to here, and apparently that didn't make it any higher than, what did I buy? 957? I got it at 19. So it got to 23. What's hilarious is here, it made it to 30. So this spike here got to 30, but this spike didn't get to 23. And then we just sold off. We retested here. So technically speaking, I should have put my stop loss below this demand level. But look, if I did that, then first of all, I probably would have been filled anyways. But instead of losing $5, I would have lost $10. And that's half my account gone. And look, I don't know at this rate. I can't say for sure the Bulls gonna be able to reclaim and get this back up. I mean, they bounced right at the demand and they reclaimed 4191, which is good. But I can't help to think they're gonna spend the next hour chopping around trying to reclaim a level. It doesn't look good. Um, so yeah, this will be loss number 5, and I've got nothing else to trade today, obviously. So I should have just walked away and not bothered. That's what I should have done. But here's the hilarious part. If I had gone short at the bell, that would have burned me. Because look, we pushed up. If I had gone long at the bell with the only option I could have afforded, maybe I could have made a few bucks. Or maybe if I had the sell limit already set, I could have got sold here. Maybe if I kept it, if I got in at 20 and I set it to sell at 30, maybe if I was lucky, I would have gotten filled here. But otherwise, I'll be in a negative no matter what. I'll be in the negative if I went short. I'll be in the negative if I went long with what I could have afforded my account. So, in other words, any direction I would have taken, long, short, I would have been burned today. So, and I really can't afford to put money in my account, to be honest, man. I can't. Unless I get a client that trains or something, and even then, I don't even know. So, this experiment is over for a while. And here's what's probably going to happen. You see the demand zone was tested again, clearly not invalidated because the candle closed well above it. And now we started a new candle a few minutes ago, and that one's pushing. So, great. Here's the problem though, because I chose the 420 strike, which is way up here on SPY, because it's all I could afford, this MK strategy just didn't work out for me. Now let's see what'll happen. Let's go to SPY. So the demand formed here at 417, right? So we're going to choose a 417 strike, which is probably going to be like $100+. We got in on the retest here at 957, right? It was 957 that we bought in. So let's look at it here. Let's say I had money in my account and I bought in at 957 here, which hilariously is like the worst spot to buy. 957 here. So let's say I got in at 140, right? At one point it got up to 157. Whoop-de-doo. I would have to have not used the stop loss because I had to put my stop loss below the demand zone. So at one point you'll be $60 down the hole, but you held on to it. Great. But here's the problem. If I had bought in at 140 at 957, I'll still be in the negative. I mean, at one point, I could have sold to break even. I guess no. After that drop, I would still be in the negative. So even if you buy at the money, the strategy doesn't quite help. The only way is if you did the retest here and got at the beginning of this candle, which was 945. So you're able to get in here at 120, and you quickly sold right when we left resistance here or something. One of these two, you have to quickly sell. Or you decide to put a buy-in at the demand zone itself, which you would have been filled in probably here around $100 something. But here's the sad thing. Even if somehow you magically caught the bottom and you got in at 95, if you didn't sell soon, I mean, you make $40, but this move is just, this is the problem with options. The move is so insignificant. You have to catch the bottom and sell the top to make any real profit. Okay, so that's at the money. Let's choose in the money, 916. I got in 957. Let's say I got in at 215 here. So again, as we determined yesterday, and it's a good lesson to learn, I never knew that you can still suffer theta decay when you're in the money. I always thought there was no theta in the money, but I was wrong. It's a small amount of theta. And the longer this thing chops sideways, even if you're in the money, you're going to lose money. So at 957, if I got in at, bloody hell, where's 957 again? If I got in at 215, I would be in the negative now, even though we're technically higher than what we were when I got in. Incredible, man. And by the way, remember what I said earlier? We are still hovering around this weekly on SPY, the daily on ES, which again was support, 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 and we're still hovering around above, I should say, that daily on VIX. We just can't seem to get below it. It was stupid of me. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have made this trade. There was no edge, there's no movement, there's no volume, there's no verve, there's nothing for me to have taken that trade. So just a waste. $5 down the hole. So 20% of my account down the hole. Oh boy. So let's take a quick look at VIX. I'm going to step away for a couple hours, probably a few hours, because I don't want to make this video long. And just another embarrassing loss for the day. Maybe I won't be able to step away. Oh yes, we're gonna have to get away from that case. I gotta do a. Anyways, every time we peak under daily, every time we get pushed back up again. It looks like this time we're rejecting from it, maybe. I don't know. But going basically nowhere. Nowhere. We're almost, what, 2 hours into the market, and we basically fluctuated between 416 and 4. Well, that's not bad. That's 2 points, 416 and 418, but you have to catch the very bottom and then sell at the very top, and you'll have to choose an in the money or at the money strike. So, crap. No follow through on anything. Broke through this triangle. No real I mean, I guess for a 2-day, what is that? 4,200 to 41, so a 15-point move on the break of the triangle. I guess maybe is that the measured move for a 2-day triangle? I don't know. I don't know what the measured move would be. But yeah, I got nothing really to report here. I did figure out why I've been getting a surge of messages on one of these apps from guys. Apparently, one of the admin jerks from the app decided to take off. I really hate when they do this. I will have an ad and I'll have a description, and I'll update the description because this girl would keep changing what time she was leaving. So I would put, okay, this will be available on May 1st, but then she didn't leave May 1st like she said she would. And then I had to update it and say, oh, she's going to be leaving May 17th, and now she's gone. We're already a few days past 17th, so I took off the whole May thing. And I guess there's some jerk that has to review your descriptions, and I put looking for a female roommate. And what really pisses me off is they took off the female and they put it looks like I wrote looking to share a studio with a, and then there's nothing, just a blank space and a period. So they took the female off, and sometimes I agree with this whole manosphere thing and the no, I don't want to call this guy, man. Oh, God, just getting this guy to talk, he'll take an hour just to say his name. Anyways, they took off female. So if that's something in their policy, then I can understand. But here's the thing. I've seen numerous other posts. For some reason, This is the way the society likes it. This is how they want it. If you're a female and you want to only room with another female, that's okay. You can put that in your profile. You can put that in your description. That's okay. It's almost expected and demanded by society. But if I'm a guy and I say, listen, I prefer to room with another female, nope, no, that's weird. No, that's wrong. Can't have that. Can't have that. I don't, I don't understand it. If I don't want to room with, and I also got two messages. One guy's asking me if I'm LGB, whatever, friendly, and another guy adds me on Instagram, sends me a message, and I'm like, who's this person? I look at the Instagram, and you could tell this guy plays for the team. Hey, that's your business. I don't care, but I don't want to room with that. Again, if I feel awkward enough as it is with an unattractive female, I can deal with that because I need the money. But I'm not going to room in with another guy, especially a guy who plays for the other team. I'm not. I don't want to room in with a 65-year-old guy. I just keep getting all these messages from guys, and I realize because these jerk-offs edited my description. So, oh my God, dude. Anyways. I can't enjoy my lunch because I keep, man, I don't know. I don't get it. I've gotten a third call today from this kid who's not even part of the case. His mother's part of the case, but an email was sent to him with an update. Now, I will say in his defense that the email sounded too legalese. It wasn't sort of dumbed down so that the average, below average intelligent person could understand it. So he called and I explained to him what the email said, but he still wanted me to tell him. I don't know how to explain it. And then he calls again next week, the following week, after there was a motion that had nothing really to do with him, and he wants an update. And he calls again today and he wants this is a case that could last a year. But this kid seems to think that he needs to call every week asking for an update. And he just does not sound like he really understands basic concepts. For example, when I asked him for his email, he didn't know how to give it to me. He didn't know that the email had an is it the ampersand? I forget what the at is called. The actual at, blah 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 at Gmail. He didn't know how to do any of that stuff. So, I mean, poor kid, maybe he didn't really have an education and things like that. But then today, just a moment ago, I'm talking to a grown man who owns his own business, and it took me about 10 minutes to spell an email to him. It's just my first name and the company name. It's pretty straightforward. But as I'm trying to spell him with alphanumerics, which I know, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, um, he just kept interrupting me. I would say, okay, it's going to be Alpha, A as in Alpha, B as in Bravo, C as in Charlie, D as in Delta, and he kept okay, A as in B, is that B as, and I'm just, so it took 10 minutes almost to explain to this guy an email, just to give him an email. These people stress me out, man. I'm not used to it. This is why I so wish I can be successful at this or some other business where I don't have to deal with people. Or if I do deal with them, they're intelligent people, like my accountant friend, who I miss training that guy. Okay, this guy just sent the email finally. Oh my goodness. My name is Kevin, right? And the email has my name, Kevin, and the company email, the company name. He spells my name Mr. Kaviv. He spells my name wrong, even though it's right there in the email. I don't know, man. I gotta figure this out. All right. Um, so here we go. This is the demand that formed this morning and completely failed on me. Or is it this one? This one. I'm sorry. This is the demand that formed at 486 whatever. And let me just zoom in. I'm sorry. This is where I took the retest here, and obviously this is where I sold here. Um, Lost it, and it just kept trying, and obviously couldn't make it to get above VWAP, and then eventually fell. So yeah, um, I guess you can say that of a supply was formed here and was tested again and again and again and again and again, and then eventually, after the supply formed at technically officially from at 8:45, so about 4 hours later, the supply finally worked and this fell. And it looks like we're bouncing here, and that trend is one of the clones of the March lows that I've been using. Um, it might look better on TradingView, but then again, my trends look a bit different on TradingView. Nope, it looks different here. I guess, you know what? Hold on. Let's clone this one. And line it up here. I suppose that could work. But no, that's not even where it went to. I don't know. Technically speaking, I can probably put a line here. No, I need at least 2 touch points. Here, here. I got multiple touch points there and a rejection. Or perhaps even here. So, I don't know. We'll go ahead. If this does seem like a bounce, I may just put it here. I don't know. This only has 2 touch points. This looks a bit cleaner. I don't know. But anyways, it's dropping down anyways. And oh, there's a tweet from Mancini. After attempting for 4 hours and multiple tests there, ES was unable to clear the 4197 level required to trigger the upside move. Upside move for the day. Upside opting for further dip instead. 41677 remains support strong with 4155 below. Needs above 4191 to trigger any recovery now. So it finally made its way to 4171. I mean, it only took 4 hours. So I guess, yeah, we broke out of the triangle. This triangle that formed. I don't know why it looks so stretched. And okay, that looks better. We broke out of the triangle and just we're dropping now. So whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because we never really bounced there anyways. And I don't know, man. It looks like taking a short here would have been a good idea. At this resistance here. But I suppose one could have taken this long after the retest of this demand and then exited all positions at 4197. But to make any money doing that, to go from 4186 to 4197, so 10 points on ES, but on SPY, the move is so slight, it probably doesn't even make sense to even take an option unless you do in the money and you catch the bottom and sell the top. But I've said that before, so whatever. Yeah, man. I don't know. Check out this random nonsense. It looked like we formed a demand zone, right? Demand zone retested. If you took this long, if you didn't put your sell just below the previous support, guess what? You lose. You're going to lose out because suddenly this just turned around and dropped. And now we're at 4171, which is Adam Mancini's next level, and dropping more. Look at that. So it turns out that the break of this triangle did indeed result in a strong sell. Unfortunately, it took 4 hours. No. When did this triangle break? The triangle break occurred sometime after 7:30. So we didn't actually go lower than that, like actually result in a greater fall because we made that supply right here until after 11:30. So 4 hours. And look, from $5 to $35. That's how quickly this thing rose up. So, oh man, I don't know, man. Let's see what would have happened if we went short and we were in the money. We're gonna have to go to SPY, unfortunately. All right, let's say we went short as soon as the bell rung because we're going by the break of the triangle. So that is in the money would be like 418. That's pretty deep in the money. No, not that deep, but whatever. All right, so we went short early in the day. It would have been like around 140 something. And of course, you would have to not use any stop loss because why would you? It seems like every time you use a stop loss with options, it burns you. And just be patient enough, and there we go. It makes no sense, doesn't it? It makes no sense. We opened up here, and then I don't know. Unless you got in somewhere when we would hit the supply here, you saw a resistance here, and you decided to get in somewhere in here. But again, I'm basically looking at all of this from the left and rationalizing what you could have done to make money. And it didn't look like this was going to fall earlier today. It just, every time it would push down, it would get scooped back up. So just randomness, very little follow through. I don't know. And my breakfast is a oatmeal smoothie, which I just realized has now been sitting on my couch for over an hour because I've been so busy with work and looking at this that I haven't gone to drink it. So I'm done. I'm gonna walk away. I'll come back before the market opens just for another update. But yeah, again, I've gone from $79 last week to now $16. Just averaging a $10 loss with every trade I've made. No, more like $12, I think. And I've made 5 trades that are all losses, all averaging $12 losses. So I'm on a roll. Just thought I should do a quick update here. 4171 was next target, fell. 4167, I think. Well, I have 4161, so that's the next target, fell. And it's just dropping and dropping. And here, remember the 414 put I wanted to use earlier today? And I was commenting. I remember this morning I thought about getting into it, and I was like, oh, it's too late. I forget when it was I thought about getting into this damn put. But as you can see, as the day progressed, oh my God, Jesus Christ, dude. Stupid Thinkorswim. As they progressed, look at this. This is what I find hilarious. For most of the day, it was like $2 or $3 or whatever. That's how much it was worth. And then when the drop really started, that's when we started picking up some value. So when has this started? 2 o'clock. So if you decided to take this long short at 2 o'clock, whatever, here. So I look at this rejection from here, which was previous support, and drop. Oh man. Oh yeah, I gotta show this. This is hilarious. Guess where we are on VIX? Top of the megaphone. We have now reached the top of the megaphone on VIX. You can't make this up, man. This is hilarious. Let's go to a 1030. When we were at the bottom of this megaphone, although of course on a different time frame, it shows that we rejected off of this one because, it's thinkorswim. What can you do? Um, I said, whoa, we're at the bottom of the megaphone, man. This is probably going to switch around and go to the top of the megaphone. Let's look at it in the 30 hour. Of course, it's not there yet. Good Lord, I hate thinkorswim, man. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Let's forget about this garbage app, thinkorswim, and let's go to the VIX on here. And it's been so long since I've done VIX here, but we'll do it. So long ago I should have got rid of this one. All right. So why don't I see a megaphone here? I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. I was thinking about maybe trying to draw the megaphone on VIX. Oh, wait. Yeah, the VIX here on TradingView, but it looks way different. Way, way different. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm tired of trying to find some pattern in the chaos. This is just this is a 15-minute candle, and it looks way different from this one. Let's see if I can increase the size of this. That doesn't make any damn difference. Why can't I find the megaphone on TradingView? How is it? Okay. Wow, dude. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I need to move this over. My head's pounding. This is May 4th. May 4th. Okay, let's zoom out to a 90-30, I guess. May 4th. So the megaphone starts on May 8th. May 8th is where the megaphone starts. Okay, let's see if I can line it up, perhaps. And the bottom of the megaphone is from nyo to nyo. From nyo to nyo. From nyo to nyo. Okay. It looks, this was the 10th. I got it for the 11th here, so I don't know. I don't know, man. This is the best I can do. There's the megaphone I have here. Man, it looks like a rejection is already starting. I mean, it's clearly starting on, hold on, let me go back to ES. Okay, it doesn't look like it rejected there on the 30, but if I go to the 515, it's rejecting from there, and we're creating a supply, which means we're starting to bounce on ES. But I mean, who knows? We bounced here and chopped and chopped and chopped and finally sold off. We bounced here, creating a demand that was retested and then just created a supply and dropped. We bounced here, creating another demand that was retested and failed and then came back down. So it's like riding a bucking bull on crack that's blind in one eye and has his testicles tied up. I don't know, man. So Look at that quick turnaround here too. So we finally bounced at 4153, but importantly, more to the point, we are rejecting off the top of the bull flag. So I mean bull flag, the megaphone. So it's funny. I said this on Friday that we're at the bottom of the megaphone, and I remember I lost money going long. No, I made. Wait, on Friday didn't I make money initially? I remember I did make. No, no, that was Thursday. I made money initially and then burned myself by trading again. So Friday, I saw that we're at the bottom of the megaphone and had thought, hey, wonder if this would be a good time to take this short. And there we go. Drop, chop, drop. Now that we've reached the bottom of the megaphone, now it looks like it might turn around. Maybe. I don't really know. Anyways.